Nice to meet you. I'm Emily. I'm going to be your exercise physiologist.
Nice to meet you.
Now, thank you so much for making the time to see me today. I really appreciate it. And just before we start, if you prefer to stand instead of sitting down at all, that's totally fine. Or if you wanted to get up and move around at any point, that's all good, whatever's most comfortable for you. We're just having to chat for the next 10 minutes or so, and then we will move into some more testing after that. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Awesome. So, can I please just confirm your full name and age?
Yeah, I'm Daniel Russo and I'm 54 years old.
Okay, awesome. And so what brings you here today?
6 months ago I quit smoking after going to my GP because he told me that I had chronic obstructive pulmonary disorder. I also have had high blood pressure for several years, and I've had shoulder surgery 5 years ago after a workplace injury.
Yeah.
Yes, my GP wants me to see you to improve my fitness, breathing, and overall health.
Okay, awesome. And have you ever seen an exercise physiologist before?
No.
So do you know kind of what we do?
Not really, no.
Okay, so I'll just explain a little bit for you. We are a bit of an emerging field, so I completely understand that you might not have heard of us before. So what we do is we use a bit of a rehabilitative approach through individually tailored exercise programs to help you manage and hopefully improve the symptoms that come from any conditions that you might have, aiming to overall improve your quality of life and get you functioning as pain-free and as independently as possible. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So we'll just go back to your diagnosis with COPD from your GP. What kind of symptoms do you get from that most days?
I get shortness of breath with moderate exertion. I can only walk on flat ground for about 15 minutes before not needing a rest.
Yeah.
My shoulder is mostly fine, but can ache after lifting overhead or repetitive reaching.
Okay. And how often do you do those overhead or reaching movements throughout your day-to-day life? Is that a common thing?
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty common. Yeah.
With your work?
Yeah, with work.
Okay. And what do you do for work?
I freight logistics manager.
Okay, so you're a manager. That's pretty.
Yes.
That's pretty important. So how often do you work per week?
Yeah. Work days are long, so 8 to 10 hours,
Yeah.
often with late finishes. Evenings are usually spent watching TV or working on my car.
Yeah, okay. That's no worries. So, and at any time of day during your work day, do you find that your symptoms for any of your conditions are better or worse?
Not particularly, because I'm sitting a lot of it.
Yeah.
My shoulder get a bit painful when I sit for long hours, just because it gets stiff and things like that.
Okay,
And when I go
sure.
to move it again, it gets a bit stiff. Breathing wise and my blood pressure wise, I'm pretty good. I sit most of the time, so nothing too crazy.
Okay, so your shortness of breath mainly only comes when you do some sort of activity for maybe more than 15 minutes time?
Yeah.
Okay, and can that come on suddenly, or can you kind of tell when it comes on from?
It comes on pretty suddenly. There are a couple of like triggers I get, maybe like a bit, like my chest might get a bit tight before I get shortness of breath.
Okay, so a tight chest.
Yes.
And do you take any medication to help relieve that?
Yes, I take 2 different types of inhalers for my COPD.
Yep.
I take amlodipine for my blood pressure and paracetamol for my shoulder.
Shoulder pain when you need it.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. Well, thank you for that. I'll just put that down here.
Yeah.
And have you ever seen any other medical professionals for any of your conditions that may have run any sort of tests or anything that you want to let me know of?
No, just my GP.
Okay, no worries. So as far as your shoulder pain is concerned, that came from a workplace injury 5 years ago, but that's mainly okay now.
Yeah.
Would you say that that's something that you wanted to focus on in any exercise plan that I create for you, or is it mainly just to treat your COPD symptoms?
I guess a bit of both.
Both?
I definitely love a bit of strength around my shoulder.
Yeah,
as well,
definitely.
things like that.
Too easy. And so as an exercise physiologist, I can definitely help you through creating exercise program for you to help assist in your shortness of breath, any other symptoms that come from your COPD, and help build strength in your shoulder, keep your joints moving well so we don't have any further injuries down the track, since you are still working and work quite long hours as well. And so I just wanted to talk about the exercise that you do or have done in the past. So can you talk to me about any previous exercise that you've done before?
Yeah, I played competitive soccer in my 20s and 30s.
Yeah.
I got stopped in my early 40s due to work commitments.
Okay, no worries. And is soccer something that you still really enjoy? Do you watch it a lot on TV at home?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So during dinner you love to watch sports and wind down by...
After work, yeah, definitely.
For sure, of course. And as far as your exercise levels at the moment, do you get to do much at all?
Currently it's minimal structured exercise. I walk around the warehouse during site visits, but mostly do desk work. I get shortness of breath after climbing stairs or carrying pretty heavy items.
Okay, no worries. So, so just to kind of sum that all up, you're not super physically active at the moment, but would you say that you're definitely interested in building more of a structured program?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, that's great. And your work commitments, do you have breaks during the day at all where you potentially have some time to work some exercise in?
Yeah, I get like an hour break, half-hour break.
Okay.
In the middle of the day for lunch.
Okay, that's great. And so would you be willing to use some of that time during your work break to exercise or go for a short walk just to increase your activity levels throughout the day?
Yeah, potentially, definitely.
Okay, awesome. And your living situation, just want to touch on that quickly. Do you live with anyone?
Yeah, I'm married with my wife and my teenage son.
Okay, what's your wife and son's name?
Mary and Johnny.
Oh, that's nice. And your son still lives with you, is he in school still?
Yes.
Okay, that's nice. Do you have any pets?
No.
No worries. Would you be able to exercise with either your wife or your son at all? They'd be happy to do that?
Most definitely, my wife and I can definitely go on walks together.
Okay, well that would be really nice, for sure. And were there any other goals that you'd like to work on other than maintaining strength through your shoulder and help your symptoms for your COPD?
Nothing more than that. I'm just a bit nervous about pushing myself and want more advice on safe exercises that won't aggravate my shoulder.
Okay, well the good thing is I can absolutely help you with that. As an exercise physiologist, that's my job, to help provide you with all of the information that you need to know what's safe and what's not safe, and I am here every step of the way to make sure that we are doing everything that we can to move you towards achieving those goals. So that's really good. So it sounds like you are definitely prepared to start taking steps towards exercising and improving your health and wellness through an exercise program that I create for you. Just quickly, I'll move on to some more lifestyle factors. As far as your diet and nutrition, how would you say that is typically?
I eat takeaway food 2 to 3 times a week due to my work schedule. I like pasta, breads, and I struggle with portion control.
Okay, so that's something that we can definitely talk about as we work together, just in building more healthy eating habits, potentially less takeaway. We can talk about ways that we can create more time within your work schedule so we can still be eating healthy meals. And your sleep, how often do you sleep?
I usually sleep through the night, but sometimes wake up with coughing,
help,
so
guys.
around 8 hours a night.
Okay, no worries. And any alcohol consumption and smoking?
I drink beers socially around 2 to 3 times a week, and I normally have around 2 or 3 beers each time.
Yep.
I quit smoking 6 months ago because I found out that I had COPD
Yeah, well that's great.
after regularly smoking for about 25 years.
Okay, no worries. Well, that's all good. It's great that you've made the decision to quit smoking, and I think that's very smart. As far as all of this goes, we can definitely build a good exercise program for you to help you achieve all of your goals. And well done for making the first step for coming here today. I really appreciate it. I know it may be intimidating. I appreciate you sharing all of this with me and opening up with me about your condition. So for the rest of the session, we're going to move into some more physical testing so that I can create an exercise program specifically for you. How's that sound?
Perfect.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.